Welcome to another episode of Obscured Reality. Join your hosts, Mark and Stephanie, as they take you through a journey of the extraordinary, bizarre, and often frightening world of the unknown. Explore topics of the paranormal, UFOs, alien abduction, lost civilizations, mythical monsters, and other unexplained mysteries. Come along with us as we transcend into another dimension of obscured reality.
Welcome back to Obscured Reality, your mom's reality, fun in the sun. We're back, Mark and Stevie. Oh boy, guys. Stevie, Stephanie, whatever the fuck your name is these days. Man, I've said it too many times, and it's only been like 2 or 3 times, and that's too many. But America, again, has not let us down.
Specifically, Florida.
Specifically. Oh, where specifically? Miami. Yes. Thank you for bringing this article to my attention. I'm sure it would have...
Oh, you are so welcome.
I think it would have hit me at some point. But I honestly, when you mentioned it the other day, I hadn't heard or seen shit about this.
You know what's funny? Shout out to Sapphire, my manager and friend. So she's actually the one who was like, bro, have you seen this? And I was like, no, what is this? And she showed me, and I was like, immediately sent to the cousin.
Okay, we got to, guys, we're going to go through this story in just a minute, but we got to ask Stephanie a question based on something she just said, because at some point, someone's going to see this video and they're going to say, Sapphire? Is she a stripper?
No.
I mean, that's the name.
No, her name is legitimately Sapphire. Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying it's not.
No,
it's the question.
No, she actually went to school to be a marine biologist, but she is a assistant manager who is like going to be like in HR. Like that's like her point of direction. So she's a very, very smart person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure there's strippers in Miami. Let's go there and take a look at a mall in Miami, guys. There was an incident in Bayside. Yeah, we'll get there. Bayside something or other shopping center in Miami, January 1st, 2023. That's interesting that we just hit the first day and the news can't even get the date right. It's obviously 2024. Just a few days back. Yeah, I totally get it. I do it at work too. But you know, I hit a point in my life where I started making
I have yet
note
to
of
fuck
it.
up.
Yeah, I make note of it. So it's like
I intentionally say 24 as I'm writing it because I don't want to have to rewrite all the paperwork for my bags I have to sign every night. So I intentionally.
Exactly. But here you have a major news network. This happened at the shopping center on January 1st, 2023. I totally get it because it's a day after, but I don't expect it from these types of things. It's just funny. So, there was a fight at Miami Mall, guys. And in this fight, video was taken from nearby, and there's alleged giants roaming the area. And by giants, one of the things that's been mentioned is the NEPHILIM from the Bible. No joke.
For those who don't know, that is a giant offspring of fallen angels and mortals. They were reported to be about 8 to 10 feet tall, and they're found mainly, like I said, in the Old Testament because they are of Hebrew origins. For those who don't know.
And if you are watching and you're a religious person and you're wondering why your priest or whatever you certain places have different words, but priest, why you've never heard of the NEPHILIM, what I recommend is you do go on Kindle, download a free Bible, and do a word search in there for NEPHILIM, and guess what you're going to find? That it's actually in there. So you don't know because you haven't been told, but maybe you do know. I know I can name 2 people off the top of my head that are, religious, not like insane, but never heard of it. Like, what? I'm like, yeah.
So, okay, so I was raised in the church.
The controversy of the Bible. You were
Yeah,
raised in the church.
it's interesting because I was raised in the church and I don't even remember them. So I actually just looked them
No,
up.
it's all the
And
shit they don't
they're
tell you about.
mentioned straight up in Genesis, like straight up
Yeah.
at 6:4. Like
Yep. Yep.
I,
You hear
don't
about
remember
Goliath,
this.
right? Because
Yeah,
it's a
who
story
had?
that'll draw people in. It's a good
Yeah,
story,
David.
right? But you don't
He
hear about
had to have
Nephilim.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't hear
Yeah.
about Nephilim. But let's not turn this into a religious show because I'm going to wind up getting pissed off in a minute.
I just
Let's talk
find
about
it
Miami.
insanely interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Anyways.
We'll do it at some point. So over 60 police cars swarmed toward a Miami shopping center again, January 1st, 2024.
Not to be confused.
The cops try to shut down a large group of teens fighting. This happened at the Bayside Marketplace, which is located at 401 Biscayne Boulevard. We will get some video in just a second, guys. I promise.
Yay.
So a resident took a video. A resident took the sound of the fireworks as gunshots and reported an active shooter. Now that explains one of my questions, which we'll get into. Some of the officers who showed up were heavily armed and approached the crowd displaying high-powered rifles, blah, whatever. We don't even need to get into that. You guys don't care about that. Let's see. Creature spotted. So someone posted a video on TikTok that went viral about this, stating that eyewitnesses claimed to see creatures that were anywhere from 8 to 10 feet tall. And she noted how people also said that there were power outages and canceled flights to Miami. I've heard some updates on that recently, and there
not true.
was confirmed there was no power outages.
There was no canceled
delayed
flights either. Yeah.
Nope. So, I don't know how she got that, if she's making that up or not, but my guess is if this video is from her, then what my guess would be is she rewatched the video after she took it and she saw how shitty her video was and something that looked tall and decided, I'm gonna make a viral video. But who knows? So Leah Halpern, she resides in Miami. She says that she was at the scene when the cop car swarmed the mall. She says she and her friend pulled over to ask people what was going on, and they spoke to a panicked witness who claimed to see a 7-foot-tall creature. Another person said they saw something straight out of alien movies. Halpern pulls out her phone to record a video, but the cops grab it and make her delete it. Bullshit. She also notes how the coppers in the sky appeared to be looking for something.
Are you in the UK now?
Yeah, no shit. And the electricity in the surrounding area went out. All I know is the Epstein files have just come out. This seems like one big massive distraction. Yeah, okay. I mean, Stevie, if we wanted to be dishonest and we wanted to get followers even quicker, I mean, we could start making shit up like this in 2 seconds. I mean, I could do this shit all day.
Yeah.
Give me a break, man. So, yeah, of course, the coppers in the sky, or the ghetto bird,
Eye in the sky,
appears to be looking for something. They're looking for fucking people fleeing the scene that were involved in this shit because they're going to follow them. Give me a fucking break. Another account on X or Twitter,
formerly known as Twitter.
Reported that a witness claims they saw creatures or beings walking at the mall, adding that black helicopters were on the scene. I'm not exactly sure who the witness is or how they got the information. Yeah, because they didn't get any information, you moron. Interestingly, internet personalities noticed a blurry gray thing walking around the mall in one of the videos taken. So a guy at Matt French, he wrote, I zoomed in on one of the TikTok videos about the Miami Mall creature, so you can see the gray creature walking in between these police cars and the building. So the video is not this Layla chicks. He added, eyewitnesses say it was somehow able to blend into the crowd, even though it was very tall. There is thinking that the gray-silver color was reflective somehow, and there may have been some hypnotizing or psychological camouflage. Folks, this is way too weird for my pay grade. Is it a Nephilim?
Honestly, creative as fuck.
He said, yeah, he says,
Yeah,
is
that's
it
some
a
good sci-fi right
Nephilim?
there.
A
Nephilim?
giant? Perhaps it's officers walking side by side, blurring together on camera due to how far they are? Who knows? Yeah, he's full of shit. He's making shit up just to try to get a viral video. And he's even giving the answer of what he thinks right there. That is my opinion. Yeah, cops walking side by side, blurring together on camera. He fucking knows. Just that's all it is. So we're not gonna get any more into the article. We're gonna show you guys the video.
Sweet.
Let's take a look at this shit show
Nephilim.
of a brawl and video.
I just want to point out,
please,
that people have also said that, like, oh, that was just too much police presence for a couple of teens fighting. But what people don't understand is that it wasn't just a couple of teens fighting. There was a shit ton of like teenagers fighting. And Florida just last year saw over 28 mass shootings. And if you probably, a lot of the internet obviously doesn't remember, even though the internet remembers forever, but no one like recalls the mass shootings that have happened in Miami recently. Just because we're so numb to violence these days that people just forget that, you know, shit has happened like this. Of course the police are going to show up with a fucking presence.
Yeah.
You know, like, especially if they got a call for, you know, gunshots.
Yeah,
mistaking fireworks for gunshots. Like, that's a fun game.
I have to, I not criticizing what you said, but I have to play devil's advocate for what you said, because I don't agree based off of the facts you just said. I too thought it was a very large police presence, but you know what I didn't know, and the reason why there was such a large police presence,
because it was called in as an active shooter.
These kids were lighting off fireworks inside the mall, and people thought it was gunshots, and they called it in as gunshots. That's why you see the street littered with cop cars.
Who the fuck sets a firework off in a mall? Like, where the hell are the parents?
Bunch of.
It was a rhetorical question.
All right, let's take a look at
Don't
this.
Don't get us canceled, please.
Yeah. Well, if Matt Rife can't get canceled, I think he's doing that on purpose. The way I've seen this play out with Matt Rife, guys, if you agree, disagree, whatever, let me know. The way I've seen it play out, and I've seen him start all of a sudden he's doing interviews about this, it really reads to me that he has had some friends purposely put these things out and say this shit just to stir up drama to get his name out there more. There's no bad publicity. I mean, there is, but there's not. If it gets your name out there, all
publicity is good publicity. Yep.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Jesus, cat.
So, all right, let's take a look at this video. This is from Miami. Someone high up in a building was recording it. Let's check out them Nephilim. Let's see what we got here. There they are, walking along the side of that building, apparently. Right there, kind of whitish, grayish objects. That's, according to someone, not objects, just an object called Nephilim. Let's just rewind that to this right here. Right here.
That's clearly two people.
To me, that's clearly three people.
Oh, I see two. I mean, I guess.
The biggest one is the one in the middle that looks like he's got a black fro.
Oh, I just see two.
Yeah.
I do see a separation. I see like somebody on the first step, and I see some. Okay, yeah, no, I kind of just see where you can see three. Yeah. Two off the first step and one on the first step.
Yep. So what I'm going to point out is on that building or whatever that is they're walking next to, if you look in front of them, look next to them on the ground, to the left of them, towards the police car, you see the shadows on the ground from the police cars, from their lights and everything.
Yeah.
If you look in front of these people or Nephilim on the building, you'll see just in front of them where the police car shadow meets the building, you'll see some dark spots on the building. Can you see my mouse pointer, Stephanie?
Yes.
Okay, right there. These dark spots. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
play the video. Watch those spots in correlation with these alleged Nephilim. It all moves.
Yeah.
In
That
and
and.
look, let's play it again. Look behind them. You see their shadow behind them up on
Mm-hmm.
that third
Mm-hmm.
tier
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Sure
Everything
do.
it's all moving in concert.
Mm-hmm.
Now another thing that should be pointed out. Look at the shadows from the police cars on the ground. You got to remember there's a ridiculous crap ton of cop cars here. There's spotlights on. There's
The
uh
headlights of the
there's headlights.
it's directly facing them. The
Well,
bright ass headlights of that
yeah.
second from the right car is directly facing them.
Yeah. So
Like,
there's headlights, there's spotlights, there's light
yeah.
bars on top, there's possibly
Wee woos everywhere.
there's possibly a light from the helicopter, but it doesn't mean it's in that area.
Mm.
So what I want to point out with all these lights going in different directions and the source of those lights being in different spots, look at the shadows on the ground of the police cars. You see the different angles. You see
Mm-hmm.
one car shadows going this way, another car shadows going that way. Like it all adds up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we think about these guys walking or this Nephilim walking, and yeah, you see their shadow way in front of them up on the building because it's coming from lights down below them, and you see their shadows behind them as well because there's light sources from every goddamn angle. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
all this is an illusion, and I could see possibly how someone could think, wow, what the fuck is that? It looks huge.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that, but that's where you start using common sense, critical thinking. Now, one could wonder what that dot on top of that building or whatever that is. See,
Right.
right to the left of the yellow hand, that
Yeah.
dot moves, but it moves with the people. So that could be nothing more than a glare, a reflection
Right.
from the camera when it zooms in. Because look, there that dot is, right? But it's coming from
Yeah.
that pole, so maybe it's hidden. But as we back up, we don't see it, and it jumps right. You even see the glare there, and it's moving around.
It has to
right?
be a lens flare or something.
Yeah, so that's all it is
Yeah.
from these things walking around. You see it moving in concert with those people, so it's just a reflection of the light off them to the camera lens, reflecting off in a different spot. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Those are people. My opinion, those are fucking people. If you deny that, then be a denier. That's fine. Go study your flat Earth and Scientology, but those are people. Those are people, guys. I mean, here's the fucking thing. If I am convinced the person who put this out and is saying this is aliens, giants, Nephilim, I'm convinced that they know they're full of shit and it's on purpose, which I say that's fine. There's too many gullible people. I get it. But for anyone that actually buys it, come on, you got to think. There's a million cops here right now because of this shit. There's a million cop cars right there. There's people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They
There would be
just happen to not see it.
so
Yeah.
many
Everyone would see
more.
it.
Yeah, there would be so many more videos and actual like
Oh yeah. Yeah,
eyewitnesses.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, all these people saw
if it was real.
but the cops deleted my video. Well, you should be suing the
Sure.
department because they had no reason to. So
Exactly.
that's my opinion. People, it's pretty clear. What do you think? What do you think, Steffi?
Oh no, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I had to bring that to your attention. I had to.
Yeah, man, Florida. Yeah,
Oh,
Florida's got
Florida.
a nickname for a reason, and they're living up to it.
Never
Jesus
fails us.
Christ.
Never fails us.
Nope.
Thank you, Florida.
Yeah, thanks, Florida.
Yep.
Guys, comment. I want to hear what you have to say on this. I want to hear how you guys are thinking on this, and no judgment. We can always agree to disagree. If there's a disagreement, that is completely fine. It's better than arguing. But if you have a personal story of your own, let's say you were at this mall and you saw the Nephilim walking around,
You better
Comment down
have some
below.
video that's better than the 1990s fucking VHS our
Yeah.
dads had. God damn it.
We'll comment down below, but if you have a story of your own, shoot us an email at obscuredr1@gmail.com. That's popping up right now. Write that down. Type story in the subject line and tell us your story. We'll share it for you on here anonymously. Not a problem. If you want to come on and tell your own story, which you can do so anonymously and you can do it without video. Easy to do. All you need is a computer and Chrome. And you can come on and tell your own story. We'd love to have you. And we can have a discussion and a drink or two and see what's going on with your story. We've shared our stories. Look back through our history or some earlier episodes. We've have some stories of our own. We've shared them. So share yours. Don't leave the world hanging. The Florida's not. So let's get on board with them. All right, Stevie.
Follow their lead. Yes.
You're in agreement, people.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Absolutely.
Good. All right. Well, I'm going to go give a relative a call because they live in Florida and give them crap. And after that, I don't know. I'll probably YouTube some more about this thing. See what kind of funny videos there are. But on that note, we're going to peace out.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check back with us often for new episodes. Feel free to drop a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Obscured Reality.